Good morning. It's 5:27 a.m. September 9th, 9/9/2024. Y'all been having so many aha moments in this life, in this season of my life. So many like wow moments, like aha, like okay, I get that, I get it. For me, it's been kind of I wouldn't say hard. I don't really know the word to use, but I just had to, for me, realizing that we all just have. I sound like a man, a frog, just waking up. But anyway, we all have our different journeys. We all have our different paths. Like every single one of us have our different journeys and paths go down. Generally, we're all looking for the same thing, just about, love, happiness, joy, making money, making good money, we all, great health, like we all generally looking for the same thing, but all our paths are different, even for our children, all of us have our individual paths and journeys to go down. And as a parent, as a mother, I'm just going to say as a mother, as a parent, whatever, our kid, sometimes it's hard to, as when we're raising our kids as babies, they're our babies, and then, well, 5, 6, however old, maybe 4, they start they start having their own, opinions. They start having their own opinion. They start having a voice for themselves, having their own thoughts. And we have to realize that, like, they have their own journey, they have their own, our children, when we're raising them and they start getting older, like, they have their own journeys, and, this season of my life has been such an eye-opening season for me. It really has. The way God is using me, the way God is guiding me, the way God is talking to me, the way God is showing me, like, aha, now I get it. Like, I get it, yeah, I just get it, it just comes a time where you just, you want to change for your life. Things are sometimes going one way and you like trying to turn, and do something different, hope for something different, it comes a time where you just tired of the same old thing. You're tired of waking up to the same thing in life, the same routine. You want to, just switch it up and do something different and hope for something different. And, God, I'm telling y'all, like, God has really directed my steps. Like, God has really, from the time, like he's just helped me, like even when I didn't know it, and I'm real going back and I'm realizing like, wow, like God really stepped in and like did his thing for me. And not saying I never had no problem. Like I said, life be life, but I never give up hope. I never give up faith. I've always trusted in God, and I have to realize that for me, it's hard to let go. It's hard for me to let go. Um, but you have to realize when it's time to let go of certain things, certain situations, certain people, certain things. And how can you be open to something new if you're always holding on to the past, or holding on to different things? Or how you gonna accept something new or walk into something new if you always feel you gotta hold on to things or people or whatever? Like, how can you move forward, especially if some of those, like when it's time to let go, it's time to let go. And I'm just realized, like, that's an aha moment for me. Like, I get it. Like, if I'm constantly holding on to this thing or this like, especially when I know that it's time to let go, come on now. You, it's just a feeling. It's something like you have to release something sometimes to get to the next step. To get, you know, you don't have to always have to have all these things and all, like you got to release something sometimes to get something. You have to let go sometimes to, you know, to go to the next level, to go to the next thing, to go to the next step. And I realized that, and I'm telling y'all, like when it came to my family, when it came to me, when it came to my growth, like I knew even God, like He always gave me that thought. Okay, Tiffany, it's time to do something else. Don't do this. Stay from over here, stay from over there. For do this, do that. Like subconsciously, like always, like in my mind, in the back of my head, okay, I can't. It's time for me to move away from here and start fucking like. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to follow your intuition. And right now, like I'm telling y'all, the gift of really listening to God, the gift of hearing Him, the gift of knowing Him, that's a gift. That's a gift when you really are in tune with God. I'm starting to realize my gifts. Ah. I'm starting to realize, like, that's truly a gift. That's a gift from God when you're in tune with Him, when you're in tune with your intuition, when you're in tune with what's going, like, that's a gift. And that's a gift. Like, that's a gift from Him. That's one of my gifts that has grown. And it's time for me to explore different relationships. And I don't mean like love, but I mean like friendships. Like it's time for me to step into different relationships. Like it's time. It's time. I'm 50. Like, I've been asking God for different changes, different breakthroughs. I've always like asked God. And you really know it's sometimes you just have to take a step back to move forward. Your friends, some friends gonna always be there, some family members gonna always be there. But sometimes you can't have one foot in and one foot out. Sometimes you can't. You just can't. If you're trying to move forward, if you're trying to grow, if you're trying to excel, if you're trying to succeed in different things, sometimes you got to have both feet over that threshold. You can't keep trying to stay here when you're trying to get there. You can't. You just can't. You can't. You gotta be all in. You have to be all in. And sometimes people are not gonna understand that. And it's just, you have to accept that. Like the people in my life, it's only one person that I really can really talk to that really understands, but some of the people in my life, like, they really don't understand like this deep. Like, why one of my daughters, like, why you gotta get so deep? Because sometimes it is that deep. It really is. When it comes to life, it's you gotta get that deep. It's life. It's our life. Sometimes it is just that deep. And you can't, life is life. And you're trying to do different things, and you're trying to succeed, and you're trying to raise a family, and of course you gotta have fun, but sometimes you gotta get that deep. You have to get that deep. Sometimes you just have to just hone into your feelings. Your kids I just like, my youngest kids had different experiences from my older kids, and they telling me that. And then both of my younger kids have just about the same perspective when it comes to their life. And I have to realize, and I'm aha moment for me. Like, okay, I realized that my older kids, I was younger. We were younger, and it was just about like, it was just two different experiences. And with my younger kids, like, I'm older, and life started really lifing, and I'm trying to figure out like which way I'm going, and I'm still trying to be a mom, and realizing they have their own, they're having their own different thoughts about their life. Like, me and my husband at the time were having our problems, so we weren't in it really in tune with each other. Like, it was just like they had different experiences when it came to their childhood, and I'm understanding like it was just different at the time. Me and my ex-husband weren't as in tune with each other, so it wasn't like really a family unit too much as it was when we were younger. I'm just like understanding like so much, like, really. And like, my kids are older, and I'm trying to still like, it's just like, okay, like, oh, it's just like so many moments and so many things I'm trying to just gather, still trying to be a good mom, and still finding myself, still finding my stride in my life, as a single woman, as a single 50-year-old woman. I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to just figure me out, and this next stage, this next season of my life, and still trying to be a good mom, and like, it's just like, life. I'm happy. I always gonna, you're always gonna have your moments, but I'm genuinely very, very happy. I am. I have my grandchildren. I'm trying to help my daughter with that, with them. The my ex-husband, he get like, it's just family. But also trying to just like, find my groove. Anyway, y'all, like, this is a lot of aha moments for me, right now. Like, okay, a lot of growth, a lot of wisdom, for myself. And yeah, life be life, and you have to, people go through the different things in their life that change their life sometimes, for different reasons, sometimes it's great loss, sickness, like, it just be life, you know. So you guys have a blessed day. Talk to God, like, really, like, that's what Steve Harvey always said at the end of his show. Some people don't like Steve Harvey, but I dig Steve Harvey, like, he cool with me, makes me laugh, like, whatever. But at the end of his show, the Steve Harvey show, he always say, talk to God, build a relationship with God, like, seriously, build a relationship with God. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day, a blessed, positive, prosperous, beautiful day. Y'all, it's been hot out here in the LA area. It's been hot. All right, have a good one. Bye.